Josh Haley and Steve Braun back with you for this Game 2. This is the 11th, 12th grade boys championship bracket D final. The winner goes to the national championship Final Four, the illustrious trip that everyone was hoping to make after they arrived here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Team Talent in the white jerseys and shorts with the green letters and numbers, and there's a take right off the bat. Martez Briggs with the early two. Head coach Darren Harrison pleased with that start from his team. Meanwhile, the Texas Blue Jackets in those navy blue uniforms with the white numbers and letters, and good defense by Latonio Slayton. Pass to the corner. Here's a long shot that just rimmed out. Good look, though, from Slayton on the other end. Three ball from the left side. Misses short from Borsey. The offensive rebound was there, though. A dribble out, and nobody got in the face of Shelton, and he drained it. DeAndre Shelton. Dribble drive inside in the lane, and the right-hand shot from Slayton wouldn't go down. Driving in, nice floater going down there for Shelton. He has all 5 of his team's points as the Blue Jackets lead it now 5-2. Strong performance from both of these teams is why they're here, and there's a pickpocket and a takeaway, an easy layup for Brandon Williams. Those are the kind of mistakes that you can't have once you get to this level, and I'd be willing to bet that neither one of these teams made too many of those types of mistakes on their road to getting here, as a transition three the other way is knocked down from Kadeem Ellington.
Nice shot there by Ellington. He doesn't have a whole lot of size, just 5'7" guard for the Texas Blue Jackets. He's able to hit down that nice three-pointer.
Blue Jackets will slow things down now. Ellington's going to drive in, kicks it underneath, and an easy two from Blake Nelson.
Great look there from Ellington. Nice job by Nelson to finish it.
Strong performances so far for Team Talent. They won all 3 of their pool play games by 20-plus points. They won by 27 in the quarterfinals and then had a narrow victory by 2 points yesterday in this championship bracket semifinal. This is championship bracket D. There's 4 of those championship brackets. Only the winner of each goes to the national championship Final Four. There's a three in the corner. What a start from DeAndre Shelton. 8 points, including 2 3-pointers, and it's a timeout on the floor. Glad you've tuned in here on the PrimeTime Sports Network. We will have all of the high school boys national championship games broadcast live for you right here from Duncanville today. Our schedule includes 3 national championship semifinals, 1 from each grade division in our next 3 games, followed by the 3 national championship games, the 10th grade boys first, then the freshman boys, followed by the 11th, 12th grade division. That's scheduled to tip at 5:45. No reason to think otherwise. The PrimeTime Sports crew has done an excellent job keeping us on schedule in this 4-day event so far. In fact, we've been able to leave early every single night thanks to their diligence and work ethic and the organization that has taken place. Not an easy thing to do, considering over 40 courts are in use for this national championship. Here's a step-back three that was halfway down before it popped out. An offensive rebound is kicked out. Driving inside, and a pass off to the right, and that layup will go down. Good turnaround shot by Slayton off the glass. As Team Talent tries to close this early gap. They trail it by 7. Nearly a takeaway there. but it'll stay with the Texas Blue Jackets. Five seconds counting on the inbounds. They just got it in at about 4.5. Dribble drive inside. Nobody got in the way of Frederick Carter, and that's an easy 2 for him as he scooped it in off the glass.
Nice job by Carter there, getting to the rim and being able to finish.
That 3 ball is just a bit too strong. Team Talent able to come away with the offensive board. Cutting to the hole, and the shot off the glass will go down. That was Jamarius Pate. 4 baskets, 4 different players responsible for those for Team Talent. They're going to need a lot more. They're trailing early here by 7.
Team Talent looking to cut into this lead. A lot of standing around early for Team Talent. Got to get their offense going.
Here's a 3-pointer from the right wing that is no good. Nearly able to be saved. Diving on the ball out of bounds was Latonio Slayton. As he had possession, just touched the baseline. 2-on-1, chance to break out. Nice pass, and the shot underneath is no good, but it is a foul. That will be charged on the play to Brandon Williams, his first personal and the first team foul. It'll send Sam Borsey to the line.
Borsey has nice size, stands about 6'3". That forward position for Texas Blue Jackets. See, he misses on that first one. It's a pretty decent height here for the Blue Jackets. 6'4", 6'3", 6'3", 6'4". The only 2 guys under 6 foot are their 2 guards, Shelton and Ellington. They stand 5'8" and 5'7".
Steve, one thing that you really start to notice off the bat here from some of these teams, this is actually only the second 11th, 12th grade boys division game that we have seen so far on this featured court at Duncanville, as the lay-in on the other end is good from Sam Borsey. But you can tell really the experience for these guys. I mean, once you play 2 and 3 years, for some of these guys, they're already done with their high school careers, 4 years of high school basketball. You can just tell where the IQ level's at.
Oh, yeah. Great basketball IQ. Excellent job there by Slayton to lay it up and in. He has 4. But they have a great understanding of the game, how it's played, how to go about moving throughout the offense, running pick and roll, that kind of deal. It's a good understanding, and they don't really force too much. That's the key thing we've seen a lot out of these 11th and 12th grade teams.
That's very well said. As the jumper is knocked down,
Ellington with the 2-pointer there.
Yeah, we've seen mostly 9th and 10th grade games, and while there's been some tremendous teams, some tremendous talent, like you said, Steve, some of them have a little bit of problems understanding where their intensity level needs to be focused on at certain times, and it's led to a lot of turnovers. Big 3-pointer from Martez Briggs for Team Talent. He's got 5 points. The Team Talent right now still trailing by 6 points as we're 6 minutes gone here in this first half.
Briggs picks up his second team foul for Team Talent out of Memphis, Tennessee.
This is Blake Nelson at the line. He nails the first.
You could tell they were proud of being from Memphis. Had a picture of the bridge that goes over the Mississippi River as Nelson knocks down the second. That bridge is now on the floor at the University of Memphis. They have it painted on there. Kind of a skyline shot.
It's an offensive foul against Briggs, and that's tough. He's proven to be pretty valuable early, but with 2 early fouls, he's going to have to go to the bench.
Back-to-back fouls there by Briggs. It's difficult to swallow, especially with a limited bench. 7 guys on the bench for Team Talent, 6 guys for the Blue Jackets.
Wow, what a take inside on the baseline. The finish for Phillip Bliss looked good. Already 6 different players, all 6 in fact, in the scoring column for the Texas Blue Jackets.
You have to be well-rounded when you have that few of players.
Not any overwhelming height really for either team. That shot was deflected. Nice job to save it, keep it in by Ellington.
Yeah, looking at the roster, the tallest guy might be Frederick Carter. He's 6'4". And that might be with his hair. Good motion offense there. Now they'll reset things. Just a bad foul there by Shelton. You already turned the ball over. No need to commit the foul there. Just get back on defense. Sprint back. Don't ride the offensive player down the sideline.
Here's a 3 from the top of the key that finds the bottom of the net. Jamarius Pate, 5 points for him. Team Talent really needed that one as it trims it back down to single digits.
Yeah, an excellent 3 there. Spot up from the top of the key. Probably one of the easier 3s to shoot. Nice take there by Sam Borsey. 4 early points for him. A lot of these Texas teams know a lot of the coach or a lot of the staff here and the referees as that one's knocked down by Sorrell.
Nice save in bounds, and the drive inside and the bucket.
Second one on Williams. Nice job by Bliss. Taking the contact and putting it in.
Completing the three-point play is Bliss. The lead back up to 9. Driving in. That's and the foul as well.
Talk about taking contact and delivering. Michael Sorrell.
Foul will go against Bliss. Second team foul against the Blue Jackets. Sorrell not able to get the free throw, and a strong rebound from Frederick Carter.
Sorrell with good physique. Looks like he's more of a shooting guard. His size probably needs to develop more into a point guard. Standing just at 6 foot tall. Not a lot of contact there, but a good job by Sorrell getting in the right position. Taking the charge.
It's going to be charged as Shelton. That's his second personal foul. But yeah, good positioning by Sorrell to get in there, take that charge. Pass out in front. Shelton's going to run it down. Right baseline jumper just off the mark from Nelson.
That's a difficult shot by Nelson. Catching, turning, and having to deliver, not getting his hips turned around as Curry knocks down the open jumper.
It was right in Nelson's face. Almost the same shot on the other end as to say, let me show you how it's done.
Yeah, collected in.
Nice cut inside to the basket and a nice recovery defensively by McKinney, but he's going to get whistled for the foul.
Bliss at the line. Knocked down his first free throw earlier in this game. Misses on the first one here. Borsey back in. He had an early 4 points before taking a seat. You hate to have missed free throws, especially 2-in-1 trip.
How about that three-pointer? Michael Sorrell with his second three. That one was really long range. He's got 8 for the game. Just like that, Team Talent able to trim this down to one possession and a steal. Kicked out to the right side. Here's a three ball on the way. It's no good from McKinney. Torres Curry driving inside, trying to get it underneath to McKinney, but his pass was just a bit errant, and it's out of bounds. We'll have a timeout on the floor called by the Texas Blue Jackets. They're going to try to regain their composure as their lead has been trimmed down to just 2. Primetime Sports is 12 years strong, and Steve, when 12 years, when you're able to grow from a 40-team national championship to an 840-team national championship, says something about your brand and what you're able to do.
Yeah, you must be doing something right, and we've seen that over these 4 days. Such a well-run tournament, very classy group as well. They handle things properly, and we've seen that throughout these 4 days. Just a lot of fun and a privilege to be able to call some exciting basketball, some great teams that really understand what it's all about.
Team Talent bringing the pressure here. Nearly got the turnover. It was knocked out of bounds by Latonio Slayton. He's had some active hands here in this first half as we're under 5 minutes to play. Steve, I think what's really more impressive about these two teams reaching this stage in the tournament is that they're playing with such few players. I mean, you would think by the time they hit day 3, the fatigue level would really be setting in, but somehow they've found the energy. Like that, Michael Sorrell, first player in double figures. He's got 10 after the steal, and we are all tied up. But only 6 players on this Texas Blue Jackets bench right now, or total players, 1 player on the bench, if you will. And only 7 players on this Team Talent roster right now.
Yeah, 2 squads that you can tell, however, with the short bench, they're still, A, talented, but B, they understand the game and they understand what each other can do. As a big 3 there by DeAndre Shelton.
That was NBA range for Shelton, and he is in double figures with 11. The third 3 for DeAndre Shelton.
Very disciplined teams, both Team Talent and Texas Blue Jackets. Defensively, also offensively. Running through their offense. Haven't forced a whole lot. When they do, it's been in transition, which is kind of what you expect. Nice pass there. Good take. And a strong deliver by Frederick Carter.
It was hard to see whether Nelson got caught in the air or if he was thinking pass the whole time, but either way it worked out.
I think he got caught in the air, but he had good presence of mind to find the open man down on the baseline.
Here's a three from the left side. Yeah. Jamarius Pate with his second three-pointer. Neither team's afraid to shoot the three. That's 4 three-pointers now for Team Talent.
Make it 5.
Here's a three on the other end. I see you, I raise you. As the Blue Jackets increase their lead up to 5. It's the first three for Sam Borsey.
5 threes for each squad.
Do we hear 6? No, that one's just off the mark. Soaring up for the rebound was Nelson. As we're under 2 to play now here in this first half. 11th and 12th grade boys division. Championship bracket D final. Winner goes to the Final Four. Wow, what a move inside. The hesitation in the air and the finish off the glass from Bliss.
What a pass, though, from Kadeem Ellington. Just a touch pass. Barely even hit his hands, and he already had it going to Bliss. He was streaking towards the basket.
Turnaround jumper that misses short. Strong rebound from Carter. Oh, and a pickpocket in the back. Easy 2 for Michael Sorrell. That's the second time he's done that. And he's in double figures with 12. Nearly another steal.
Seems like both teams, every player on the court feels comfortable dribbling with the basketball.
Carter had it blocked by McKinney, and at the other end, a foul is going to be called. It'll send Torres Curry to the line.
Fourth team foul.
Curry got the first. Important that Team Talent keeps this thing close heading into the locker room. That'll help. It's down to a one-possession game again. Driving in is Nelson. Easy lane to the basket for Nelson. Just bought his time. Got his man trapped underneath the basket. There was nowhere for him to go. Baseline jumper is too strong. I believe that's going to be a push-off. Yeah, no doubt. Sam Borsey got the hands in there. That's his first personal.
Signal that it's 2 on Nelson. Or excuse me, on Borsey.
That pass tipped away. How about the ups? Team Talent will keep possession. Kick out. Left corner three-pointer goes down. It's Latonio Slayton, his first three ball. He's got 7 points here in the first half. Once again, the lead trimmed down to 2.
I think we figured out how two teams with so few players on their roster are able to make it this deep. When you're that sharp of shooters, you're going to have success.
No doubt about it. Good passing as well all the way around in this first half. That one nearly turned over. It will stay with the Blue Jackets. 4.1 on the clock. This is something that every coach has in their playbook, an inbounds play where you don't have a lot of time. Blue Jackets are going to know what to do. Inbound. It's going to have to come from Shelton. Fadeaway three that comes up short. 40-38. halftime lead for the Texas Blue Jackets over Team Talent from Memphis, Tennessee. Don't go anywhere. Have the second half coming up for you with a trip to the National Championship Final Four on the line for these two teams. This is the PrimeTime Sports Network.
$12-20. Okay, okay. $20, $21. $31. $14. Am I crazy here? I am crazy.
Hello. It would be them. They're the scores table.
I think it might be in that box.
I'm not sure where they went.
15-6 is 20.
We're brought, yeah, so if there's any, yes ma'am, if you don't mind, if there's any family members that didn't make the trip, they can watch for free live on that website. Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, please,
Definitely.
please. How close is this roster that was turned? Is that pretty accurate?
Yeah, I can tell you the people that aren't here, but
Okay.
there's a guy that's not on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that way, if you don't want to fill out first names on there, but if you don't.
Oh yeah, that's what I usually see. Okay. I'll just. Do you want me to just walk through the ones
Yeah,
that
that's
aren't
fine.
here? Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. Ernest.
And all their numbers are correct?
Yes.
As they are? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. How does he say? Is it Tabashi?
Tabashi.
Okay.
Tabashi.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
And then Patillo?
Ernest. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Any of these guys that have any special stories or all-staters or anything like that?
They stayed in Georgia.
Or just like all-state awards or any of them like like real highly touted players in the state of Georgia?
I know Ernest recently went to Coach Calipari, Kentucky.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it like a camp for elite players or
Yeah.
something? Okay.
Yeah. He just got back from there.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's my team.
Okay.
That's my home team.
All right.
Yeah. So, and I know Reese came back from somewhere. He went to somewhere too. Let me go over there and ask his mom, and I'll get back to you.
Thank you.
so much.
Thank
Is
you.
he-
No, Josh Haley and Steve Braun back with you as we get set to start the second. Blue Jackets with a 40-38 advantage. A lot on the line for these two teams. The winner goes to the National Championship Final Four. Got to win 3 games today to win a national title. This is the first for both teams. Here's a 3-ball that is long, nearly died on the heel and rolled in, but just off the mark. 2 offensive boards, though, and then Christopher McKinney gave a piggyback ride to Frederick Carter. That's going to be the first personal on Carter and the first team foul. Brandon Williams is going to spot up for a tray. That's off the mark. Tipped out, though. Good offensive rebound from Slayton. And stepping on the sidelines there as he was trying to corral it was Pate. And we'll turn it back over to the Blue Jackets. 16-minute halves is what we play. Got a great schedule here for you on the PrimeTime Sports Network. The featured court here at Duncanville is court 5 as that layup just off the mark from Shelton. And a 3 in transition the other way. That one's just a bit too strong for McKinney. Team talent retains. Nice pass. Somehow he slipped all alone underneath, did Martez Briggs, and he puts it in for 2. All deadlocked at 40. We've decided nothing here as we are tied up. Neither team with a lot of depth on their benches, particularly the Blue Jackets. Only 1 sub. Driving into the lane, that was no good. Off the hands of Ellington. Carter was there for the board, though, and his second chance effort is good, and the foul. Christopher McKinney gets hit with the personal. That's the first team foul. Frederick Carter has his second bucket.
Strong take there and a good rebound by the Blue Jackets. Ellington knew that pass was just a little bit off the mark.
3-ball coming from the right side for DeAndre Shelton. Shelton hits his 3rd 3 of the game. He's got 14 to lead all scorers. A nice take inside by Slayton. 9 points for Latonio Slayton. Foul's going to be on Brandon Williams, and that's his 3rd personal. Free throw is good for Nelson. So Blake Nelson converts on both. He's got 8 points. Lead is 5 for the Blue Jackets. There's a 3-ball from Christopher McKinney. Believe it or not, that's his first bucket. And a steal on the other end. Shot, though, wouldn't go for Briggs. That would have tied it up after the 3. Driving in is Ellington. trying to pass at the last moment. Carter was trying to save it, but he stepped on the baseline. Back and forth we go. Steve, we said what kind of quality both of these two teams had, and I think it shows that neither has been able to go on an overwhelmingly large run.
Yeah, I think they're two well-matched teams. And it has to do with the depth, but also the talent level. I mean, you could have two teams that don't have a lot of depth, but one could be more talented. These two are even when it comes to talent level, and it's showing here as we've got a close one.
Here's a three coming from the right side that misses short. Driving all the way in after the offensive rebound is Briggs, and he's got 9. Tied up once again at 47. And a steal for Team Talent. Nice bounce pass finding Briggs. He's going to go all the way in for an easy 2. Second player in double figures for Team Talent is Martez Briggs as he joins Michael Sorrell. That drive all the way in is no good, but the putback is there from Blake Nelson. Nelson now in double figures, joining DeAndre Shelton on his team. Brandon Williams, he's playing with 3 fouls. And remember, Team Talent short on players, so they've got to be careful. Williams misses that shot, and it's turned over. Down low to Briggs. That's just too easy for Team Talent. It's got to be so frustrating for the Blue Jackets because they have handed over the lead. That's the 4th time that they have had just a careless pass or careless ball handling in the backcourt, and it's resulted in an easy 2 for Team Talent. But they've been able to battle back. They take the lead by 2 here in the second half. And it was a 40-38 advantage at halftime.
One of the things that is causing problems is you have 2 smaller guards in Ellington and Shelton, and those two going up against this length that they have on the other side. I mean, the only 2 under 6 feet are Jamarius Pate and Curry, which I don't think they're out there right now. That means long arms for smaller, shorter guys to try to get it around and get it past them.
PrimeTime Sports, 12 years strong. Hard to believe we're almost already at the end of this 4-day tournament. We're on Championship Sunday. And for these high school boys divisions, it doesn't get any more competitive than this. Everyone battling to take home one of those huge trophies to say that they were the PrimeTime national champions. Frederick Carter trying to find an opening to inbound. He's going to go all the way deep, and like a defensive pack, Slayton was backtracking, and he's able to knock it away. Here's a 3. That one missed everything. It was saved in bounds, but right to Carter.
Does a bad job by Ellington bringing the ball up, getting trapped. It's a 3-pointer off the mark there. They'll stay with Team Talent.
Team Talent clinging to a 2-point lead here as we approach 10 minutes to play. Driving in with the baseline, the pass underneath, and it's intercepted by Ellington. Texas Blue Jackets were able to cruise through pool play with 2 wins, also getting a win by way of forfeit. One in the quarterfinals by 5, one in the semis by 2. They're used to close games, and there's a big-time play underneath from Frederick Carter. So they have the advantage of playing a lot of close games. They're yet to win a game by double digits. But it just says that they know how to play down the stretch. dropped in on the other end.
Sorrell able to get the left-handed layup.
And Michael Sorrell has 14. Trying to work out this score here.
Should be 53-51, Team Talent. They had a tournament official here talking to the table crew. Distracted them just a little bit. Just enough to get the score off, so got that fixed.
We got it all set. As you said, 53-51, Team Talent with the lead. Blue Jackets will come down, though, with a chance to tie or potentially take the lead. Here's Ellington. He's been quiet, had a good start scoring-wise in the first half. Nice pass, though, to find the open man, and an easy jumper for Shelton. Made it look easy anyway. He's made a lot of them look easy, as he's got a game-high 16 points. Michael Sorrell, the man with the ball, has had a good game as well. He's got 14.
Five-second call. And he said, I was looking at the official closest to me that was in his vision. The one near our side was the one actually making the count. The trail official is always the one making the count. And he just happened to be behind him.
Nice find underneath and a good finish. That was Philip Bliss on the bucket. But once again, Kadeem Ellington doing a great job finding the open player.
Yeah, he's got great vision. The press gets him a little bit just because he's a smaller guy, so arms get to touching balls. It's a little bit harder for him.
Pull up from the left elbow goes down for Brandon Williams. Driving in all the way. Right-handed floater is good from Shelton. 18 from DeAndre Shelton.
Big points from the little man. Just 5'8". He's hanging with these bigger guys.
This one kicked out. Sorrell. Dribble drive inside the arc.
Put back by Sorrell as well.
Misses his own shot. No problem getting the board. And here's a steal. Turn right back over, though, to the Blue Jackets as we remain tied, 57 all. Not able to be saved inbounds. Even if it was, it would have been a turnover anyway. Tough break there for the Blue Jackets. You can already start to see both teams feeling it just a little bit. I mean, as close as this game has been, you would expect it. But remember, they've got 2 more games to play today.
Yeah, but they'll get a good hour-long break or so, hour-and-a-half break. Refuel. Go lay down in a corner somewhere at this gym.
Pass down low. Jamarius Pate was able to get Philip Bliss in the air to bump into him. Foul is on the floor. Just the second team foul on the Blue Jackets. Both teams have done a good job staying out of foul trouble here in the second half. You really have to when you're shorthanded. And there's a foul away from the ball. Michael Sorrell trying to do a bit too much physically, trying to post his man up. He's going to draw his first personal.
Really, it was just when he threw his arms up and nearly caught the face. The defender kind of moved back at that point, and it was an easy call by the referee.
2 shots blocked and then 1 strip is going to lead to a fast break the other way and an easy 2 for Martez Briggs. 10 points here in the second half for Martez Briggs. Here's Nelson. Pass inside, nearly lost it out of bounds. Nelson in a bit of trouble, is able to dribble out of it. Now he's going to pull up, and he got it. Fancy shot there from Nelson. He's got the height, making that shot kind of seemingly unguardable.
Yeah, he's a good player, 6'4". Not a whole lot of size, but a lot of high school guys don't have a lot of size, bulk-wise, at this time. That's what college is for.
Under 6 to play. 11th, 12th grade boys championship D bracket final. The winner goes to the national championship Final Four. That was stripped away after the offensive board. Sorrell is going to drive in, trying a scoop shot with the right hand, and he got fouled. Should be on the shot. Sorrell will head to the line to shoot 2. Personal foul is going to be charged to Sam Borsey. That's his 3rd personal.
Just the 3rd team foul for the Texas Blue Jackets.
Sorrell can't get the first as we remain tied, 59 all. It was a 40-38 advantage at halftime for the Blue Jackets. Remember, they've only got 1 sub. Second one is good for Sorrell. Elite retake the lead. Team Talent. Nelson, he's going to pull up from the free throw line. Soft shot, wouldn't roll in. Frederick Carter, who just checked back in, is there for the board and the putback.
I really like Blake Nelson. He's got a soft shot, like you said. Real nice touch on the ball. That one just not able to drop in, but great energy by Frederick Carter, working down on the post to get that rebound and get the up and in.
And a turnover as someone stepped on the sideline for Team Talent, and they'll give it right back.
Chance to capitalize, stretch your lead out here. Here are the Blue Jackets.
Driving all the way in, and the foul, and crashing in to people standing back there behind the goal. There's not a lot of room here with so many teams and players. But it was a good drive, take to the hole by DeAndre Shelton. Foul was charged to Pate, his first personal, the 5th team foul, and Shelton gets the old-fashioned 3-point play. First double-digit lead for either side in a while. Shot on the other end for Pate wouldn't go off the glass, but another offensive board. The scoop shot wouldn't go for Briggs. We've seen a lot of offensive rebounds for Team Talent. Right now, you can really chalk that up to the biggest reason why they have been able to stay competitive in this game.
Josh, how about the fact that the smallest guy on the court, DeAndre Shelton, has 21 points, leading all scorers. I mean, that's just an impressive performance so far in this one by Shelton.
He's a competitor for sure. Here's a chance to break 2-on-1 if they hurry. Faking the pass. Nelson was able to get back, but the shot's going to go down anyway. Foul goes against Blake Nelson, his first and the 4th team. And Brandon Williams, 6 points after that basket. Try to complete the 3-point play. Bring the deficit down to 1. And he got it. Hope you'll stick with us. Our next 3 games coming up are national championship semifinals. The winner going to the national championship game later this afternoon. Reality really starting to set in, I'm sure, for some of these teams, realizing what's on the line, realizing that they've played 5, 6, some of these teams 7 games already to reach this point, and that they're yet to suffer defeat. It's hard to do that at any level, regardless of the quality of team, to rattle off 7 straight wins. A lot of these teams are going to have to do it with 9 as Brandon Williams hits the jumper.
He's got 9.
The lead right back to Team Talent. 4 minutes to play. Neither team has suffered a loss yet. Both teams undefeated in pool play. Winning their first 2 bracket games. The 3 from Ellington. He quiets everyone down. Lead is 2 for the Blue Jackets. Driving inside, off the glass. Yeah, we're tied again. Why not? Why would we expect anything different? Jamarius Pate has 10, his first bucket of the second half. Frederick Carter had it taken away from behind. What a save by Christopher McKinney. Poked it away from behind, somehow was able to jump over the baseline and keep it in bounds. And on the other end, he nails the three. His second three of the second half. All 6 of his points coming in this frame. And it's a 3-point lead for Team Talent. Spinning in the lane, and it's turned over. McKinney again was the one who came away with the steal. And he stepped on the baseline. They say he was bobbling the ball. And he stepped on the line.
Well, he went to pivot, stepped on the foot of one of the Blue Jacket players.
And an offensive foul. I believe that's going to be on Carter, yeah, for a moving screen. Second personal on Frederick Carter. The Blue Jackets already trailing by 3 with under 3 to play. They really couldn't afford that. Timeout on the floor. Under 3 to play. It's a 3-point advantage for Team Talent. They trailed by 2 at halftime. This is the PrimeTime Sports Network. We resume play. Team Talent with the basketball and a 3-point lead. Remember, no shot clock. They can run as much time off as they want. Instead, Williams sees his opening to the lane and he takes it. They're playing to win. They're not playing not to lose. And that's what you got to do at this stage. Williams in double figures with 11. The lead is up to 5. Here's Nelson. Do they need him to come through? 3 ball on the way is too strong from Borsey. All the way at the other end, Martez Briggs broke out in front of the pack, but they're going to play it safe here. Under 2 to go now. Team Talent probably really looking to work some clock now. Brandon Williams took it to the hole last time. He's going to go to the hole again, and he'll draw the foul. Foul goes against Borsey, and that's his 4th personal.
Excellent opportunity here for Williams. Extend the lead.
Brandon Williams hits the first.
2 for 2 at the line now.
Got it.
13 points for Williams.
As the Blue Jackets have started to limit the offensive boards. Seems like the lead has even swelled more. That was their problem early, and that 3 is off the rim and then off the top of the goal. Philip Bliss will check back into the game.
Borsey will take a seat. He's got 4 fouls. under a minute and a half remaining. Good substitution there. Just get him out. Try to preserve him. You're not down by too much with just a 7-point deficit.
Williams driving in, passes it off at the last moment, and a foul. Jamarius Pate will take a trip to the free throw line. Philip Bliss, who just checked in, hit with his third personal foul. Our next game is scheduled to get underway at 11:30, and we are well on schedule to do that.
Should be a good one, Josh.
Absolutely should. One of the teams, Team Texas Blue, we've already seen in this tournament. They are more than impressive, extremely well coached. They will take on Georgia Shock, who have had an impressive run to this point in the tournament as well.
I feel like we're going to go offense-defense here the rest of the way with Blue Jackets. Borsey for Bliss offensively.
So Pate gets them both. And the lead is up to its largest, 9 for Team Talent out of Memphis, Tennessee. They didn't come all the way here to take things lightly. They're making their name known. Looking for a trip to the National Championship Final Four. 3-ball on the way. They need this one, and they got it. DeAndres Shelton has 24 points and a quick timeout for the Blue Jackets as they cut the lead back down to 2 possessions. This is the Primetime Sports Network.
Number 24, Dallas Jack. He was the starting point guard for Chapel Hill High School as a sophomore.
24.
And I wrote some other things in here as a sophomore. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I've been trying to get information ever since I said that.
We appreciate it. We'll make them sound good.
Thank you.
You guys have had an impressive run so far.
Oh, y'all been watching?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
You guys didn't drive all the way here from Georgia for nothing, did you?
Amen. We trying to take back that time. We trying to take it back. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Over here a long time ago.
Trying for a trap in the back. Foul's going to be charged to Kadeem Ellington. They're not in the double bonus situation yet. Remember, no 1-and-1. You only go into the double bonus situation.
Need 2 more to get to that double bonus situation.
There's one. Goes against Shelton. That's his third.
With such a limited bench, though, you got to be selective on who is fouling.
Yeah, absolutely.
A guy like Shelton has 3 already.
50 seconds is a long time to play, especially when you're playing this timing game. You're able to get 3 fouls. And only about 5 seconds ran off the clock. Frederick Carter will be hit with the personal. 10th team foul, so to the line goes Jamarius Pate.
Nice one there from Pate on the first. Chance to stretch this out to 8. Make it a 3-possession game.
Well, he does just that. 14 points for Jamarius Pate. Impressive showing from him. The advantage is 8, and here's a steal. Foul from behind. That's going to be charged to Philip Bliss. That's his 4th. Back to the line goes Team Talent.
Too strong on the first from Briggs. As Frederick Carter take a seat. Next one off the left side of the rim, rebounded by the Blue Jackets.
Blue Jackets are going to have to get a 3-pointer in a hurry. Could get a quick 2.
this point, you got to get a 3.
Nelson's going to drop it in. Brings it back to a 2-possession game, but you've got to have a stop. It'll be a quick foul charged to Shelton, and that's his 4th. 6-point advantage, and the Blue Jackets are going to have to hope for some missed free throws here, or else it could mean good night as Brandon Williams trots to the line.
Need some help from team talent here. Miss the free throws. Still have a chance to go down and make a quick layup maybe, as Williams misses on the first. Got to box out here, including the shooter. As he knocks in the second, he has 14.
Quickly to the other end, a kick out. And they stepped on the sideline. Boy, tough break for the Blue Jackets there. If they were going to have any shot, they needed a 3-ball to go, and it turns it over. Now they've got to have a steal. And the quick foul. That's going to go against Ellington, just his 2nd personal. But back to the free throw line.
Chance here for Pate. For what we would think, just put it away if he can make both of these. Unable to connect on the first one, though. Second one up and in for Jamarius Pate. 15 for him.
Quickly down is Ellington. Nelson's going to have a step-back 3. Foot might have been on the line. Doesn't matter as it missed. The putback is short. And a rebound, and that is going to do it. Team Talent has booked their trip into the National Championship Final Four with an 80-72 victory over the Blue Jackets. They trailed by 2 at halftime. They come storming back and outscore the Blue Jackets 42-32 in the second frame. The Blue Jackets were led in scoring by DeAndre Shelton, who finished with 24. 14 points from Blake Nelson. Good effort from him. Also in double figures was Frederick Carter with 10. 9 points for Phillip Bliss, 7 for Sam Borsey, 8 points for Kadeem Ellington. For the Team Talent out of Memphis, Tennessee, they were led by Michael Sorrell, who had 17. 15 each for Martez Briggs and Jamarius Pate. 14 points for Brandon Williams. 9 from Latonio Slayton, 6 for Christopher McKinney, and 4 for Taurus Curry. They will move on and play in the National Championship semifinal round. Hope you'll stay with us for our next game of the day. It's going to be a doozy, the 10th grade boys National Championship semifinal. Team Texas Blue will take on the Georgia Shock. Until then, for Steve Braun, I'm Josh Haley. This is the PrimeTime Sports Network.